with Nico Sanchez heading to Stade Francais in a couple of weeks' time when he finishes his duty wearing the Puma shirt. Maxi Medar gets the ball out to Uge. And the Argentinian players coming up quickly. Batiserra into the hands of their loose end prop Jefferson Poirot. Batiserra signing a 3-year contract, pre-contract with Toulon. So he'll be heading east from Bordeaux at the end of the season. Quite high, the noose around Gomez Sarr. But the French on a bit of a run. Gaël Fickou gets the ball out to Maxi Medar, two players who used to play alongside each other at Toulouse. But they've stolen the ball, Argentina. And route one straight through the middle with a good charge coming in from Garcia Botta to play it down as well. I wonder if Maxi Medar maybe over on that far side. And Nico Sanchez gets the ball out. This is wonderful play. Argentina looking to try and go all the way. I think this is going to be a try. We're only 2 minutes in, and how about that? That is extraordinary, and it's scored by that man Ramiro Moyano, and the winger who of course plays for Aguilares. Like pretty much all of the players in the starting 15 at least, just lights up this Lille stadium here, the Pierre Mauroy Stadium. And all comes from a stolen ball there by Argentina. And quick thinking, they had an extra player on the pitch, of course. They didn't have the full-back. Picamol unable to get anywhere near Moyano. And there's your first 5-pointer of the night. The extras are good, kicked by Sanchez, 7 points to 0. Argentina seize control. And not a brilliant start here for Les Bleus. Look at the offload there, fantastic offload from De La Fuente to his winger. Maxi Medar is going off for maybe a HIA. And I imagine that he'll be replaced by Benjamin Fowl at fullback. This is not good news. And that's kicked out. Play, which is not a good way to get the ball back on the pitch. There's Benjamin Fowl, the Montpellier utility back. Benjamin Fowl with 12 caps at the age of 29. Big strong back at 96 kilos, 1 meter 90. Plays alongside the likes of Nadolo, of course, the Fijian. That front row going down, the Argentinian front row is a little too much distance between the two front rows, I get the impression.
Gap, I agree. Two pre-engage, huh?
No pre-engage, please.
No, I said both. No pre-engage. So please here, stay there.
Gomez Sarguirado, the captain, and Poirot up against Santiago Medrano. Creevy, 80 caps for Argentina. It's the difference in the pack weight.
Don't do that.
3 kilos separating the two packs, of course, as you can see. And Santiago Garcia Botta. Plenty of players in this squad that have been picked by Mario Ledesma that are young, average age of around about 25, whereas France have an average age of 28. He's decided to pick a lot of youngsters and hasn't really dipped into the pool of French players that he has done that Argentina have done in the past. That goes down once again. This time it's a penalty for France. And problems in the front row. Oh, this is already turning into something a little bit ugly. A bit nasty, that is. And Gomez Sarr fronting up against one of his, I think it might have been Garcia Botta. We'll have a look. Down on the ground.
Time's off.
And there is definitely no need for that.
Take him. Just hold him there, please.
Your antagonist is your tight end for blue.
Yep.
3 to start with, then 2's gone after him.
Yep.
All right, the 6 has then chased him down the field and pulled him to ground.
Okay.
Okay?
So what we're going to do, I think, is stick with the penalty. I need to talk to them about what's going on.
Correct. You want to talk to number 3, blue, to not instigate something.
Yep.
And tell the truth.
And Davis just talking to Glenn Jackson there. It's Gomez
Just
who's
signs off. Just need to sort this. Just while I've got you, number 3 can't carry on with the scrum. Okay, finish with you. Listen, number 3 started. You are the captain. I do not want you running to do anything. Understand? No. This is not a conversation. I'm telling you, you do not run and join. We stick with the penalty, France. Back.
Well, tell it like it is, Mr. Jackson, not taking any nonsense there. And it's true that, well, you've got to lead by example, and I'm afraid that Pablo Matera definitely didn't on that occasion. Camilo Lopez picks the ball up towards the 22. A line out for France. France will need to try and hit back. It's never good to concede an early try. And they were most definitely caught out there.
Yours. Do it again.
Good
Free kick.
strong scrum there from France to win that penalty. Gerardo. It's going to Maestrino. It's going to Lorre, the Racing flanker. And it looks pretty well organised and well structured, this. Baptiste Serran at the back. Just making sure that Gerardo is going in the right direction. It's always a little bit blind, isn't it, when you've got the truck and trailer going. Creevy coming in from the side, and Camilo Lopez gets the ball out. Benjamin Fowl seizing his opportunity, taking the ball into the Argentine 22. Camilo Lopez, Bastero this time, arcing around the outside. Gerardo, oh, that was well played. That was excellent play by Asturias to get the ball out to Teddy Thomas. And we're going to go back to the penalty, I think, because they couldn't exploit that advantage. I think it was Guido Petti, the 23-year-old flanker, who was penalised for tugging down the driving maul. Let's have a look at the replay.
Just keep the gap for me nicely in the scrum. Just keep the gap. Just tell them. Perfect. Sounds good. I need to keep that gap.
Well, in any case, there were a couple of players coming in from the side as well. Bastero with a fine offload. And Gerardo doing well as well to get the ball out to Ituria. Teddy Thomas just brought down by the pocket-sized marksman, Ramiro Moyano, scorer of that opening try. Watch out for Bautista Del Goy as well. He is one of the star players in this Argentinian squad as Baptiste Serran looks to reduce the lead to 4 points. No problems for the Bordeaux scrum half. And finally, a smile on the faces of the fans that are here in northern France, where normally football takes priority over rugby, but well, there's still plenty of fans around the country. France 3, Argentina 7. Kickoff taken well by Louis Piquemont. Not used as well as he should have been against South Africa last weekend. Touched his first ball after just 12 minutes. Well, after 12 minutes, in fact, and that's not good enough. He's such a powerful ball carrier. He's such a powerful player in general. You need to take advantage of King Louis. Argentina in possession, creeping up towards the French 22. Ball comes out, Batrano. This is big number 8 involved, Ortega Desio. Nico Sanchez. The charge coming from Matera, the captain. Trying to get quick ball out. Sanchez again. It's good play between the forwards, Lavanini and Guido Petti, but we've got a penalty. They couldn't really do much with that ball. Good chance to kick for 3 points. Offside. I think that Nico Sanchez will just coolly walk up, ask for the tee, and then go for the sticks. Argentina taking the lead against Ireland in Dublin last weekend, and looking very dangerous indeed. Their forwards really like to rumble, go through the phases of play where they just good passing, good offloading, throw themselves into the line of fire, gaining ground, coming over the game line until they finally force the defense to crumble. Sanchez adds 3 more. France 3, Argentina 10. Well, 2 of the most lucrative box office wingers in world rugby up against each other tonight, with Teddy Thomas, who was very active against Springboks last weekend, but failing to make a pass at a very important moment. Saw him get slightly criticised. He keeps his place in the squad though, but he comes up against the very fast and electrifying winger Bautista Delgoy, who's come from 7s to 15 in a very fine breakthrough year. He's got 5 tries in the calendar year for Argentina. And more importantly, well, more importantly, I shouldn't say that, but he scored 10 tries in 15 Super Rugby matches. And that is already an amazing stat. Here's Gael Fickou with the handoff. Can he get the ball out to Benjamin Fowl? The answer to that is no. Serran. Guirado goes deep. Lopez. Oh, that's a big hit coming in. And Maestro unable to keep that. Advantage is over. And Lopez has the ball. Teddy Thomas with a clearance kick that takes the ball up towards the 10-metre line. Maxi Meda is not coming back on, I think. We can say that. Boots are off.
Stay. Come.
Well, that was a great tackle. It's a bear-hugging tackle. It was Picamol who lost the ball in contact. Here they go again. Ball coming down to Sanchez. Getting involved is Delgoy, who I just mentioned, coming in from the other side. Ooh, a little bit of hesitation there, but finally you can see Petti takes the ball and hits the deck. Sanchez need to come up a bit quicker, France, and just to annoy this attacking line. Nice bit of rolling there from Matias Orlando. Ball's out. Oh, that's a great bit of sacking. He had to do that. Huget was on him very quickly, but he knocks the ball forward, shakes his head in disappointment. He knows that was nearly a really good sacking of Gonzalo Bertranu. There he is. Scrum it is, and the last time we had a scrum, these boys didn't get on too well. Let's see if there's a bit of love in the air for this this scrum here. Argentina won 2 of the last 3 clashes between these teams. The last one in Paris back in November 2014. Ball comes out, Bertranu to Sanchez. Oh, a little bit of butterfingers there. Lopez coming in with the tackle. Ituria also making sure that the player's been grounded big time. Picamol. Vahamahina has got 2 men. He could lift them up with his little finger. He's such a giant. Argentina quite happy to just work around the fringes. Use those human battering rams to dent holes. Oh, great running that is. That's wonderful stuff there from the centre. De La Fuente bags of experience. A little bit sluggish, I thought, with Lavanini taking the ball there. This time, kick into the corner, an intelligent kick into the corner. And that's been taken over the try line. No, it hasn't. They can still play that. He's brought it back in. They need to be careful there, France. They need support. They need extra players. Finally, they got it. And it was one of those questionable decisions, wasn't it? Do you ground the ball for a scrum 5, the other side of the paint, take it back over the line, and hope that you don't get caught out? And at the moment, you may have made the right decision. There's these South American forwards are like an army of swashbuckling South American pirates. It's a fantastic kick, it really is. I must admit. A bit lucky there, he was actually tackled. Still playing the ball on the ground, wasn't he? Still moving. Could have released the ball, so could have gone either way. But anyway, it's a line out for Argentina, who have a 7-point lead 15 minutes in here in Lille at the Pierre-Mauroy Stadium. Betranu, and that's been stolen. Batiseran, and there's a little bit of a mismatch. Excellent running. And that was fantastic play there, where we saw Houget getting involved. It's picked up by Garrado. France are on a mission here. Lopez goes deep. Here's Houget. He wasn't held, it's not a problem. Still not held. Serran going blindside. That's a good pass, that is, from Benjamin Fowl. Teddy Thomas around the outside. He's got this man Ituria hold. No, Laurie drops the ball in contact, and that's logically going to be a scrum for Argentina. And Laurie at fault. It was nearly a brilliant pass with such a big man charging through the defense. Momentum usually allows him to take 1 or 2 players with it. On occasion, he just couldn't keep the ball in hand. Teddy Thomas, such a live wire. Well, a bit lucky with that offload. Garrado in the right place, the right time. Well, there's a nice sandwich tackle from the Argentinian defenders. And the Racing man unable to keep possession. A scrum for Pumas.
Don't lean, I'm watching. Okay, good. Perfect.
This is Laurie. Winning his 19th cap for France. Joined Racing from Biarritz, a team playing in the 2nd division in France, in the Pro D2. In the middle of the table, having a fantastic season. Undefeated in 2 years at the Aguilera.
Fine! Sit!
There's a connection between this Pumas side and Biarritz as well, with Gonzalo Quezada working alongside. But he's going to have to take that again. It came off Glenn Jackson, so...
Sorry, hit me. Yeah, no, hit me there, ball.
And they'll get another scrum with another put-in.
Apologies, they hit me.
Yeah, Gonzalo Quezada, who was coaching Biarritz until the end of last season, before becoming the head coach of Jaguares, the Super Rugby team from Argentina, competing with all of the top teams of the Southern Hemisphere, as you all are aware.
Sit!
He left Stade Francais after taking them to the title, and then a poor season just afterwards, leaving Paris for Biarritz.
No, you!
Simon Waiwalui, of course, working with him, who now works alongside Michael Cheika. And they've turned the ball over, and that is a fantastic bit of scrummaging. Now, the scrum have got the ascendancy for the volley bleu.
I'd asked to use it, you didn't use it.
And that's one of the calls. It sometimes happens, doesn't it? You get the referee who's just telling the number 8 to use the ball or the scrum half. You wait too long, and you lose possession. And sometimes they just keep it in a little bit too long, and they get away with it. On this occasion, it's not the case. And now they've given the ball to the French, who are very close to the try line around the outside. This is wonderful play. Batiseran trying to keep the ball in play. Oh, it's just been knocked forward there by Ituria, the Clermont flanker. But otherwise, there could have been a 5-pointer in the corner. Fantastic play from Picamol. And Serran, he's just so explosive and skillful. Throws the dummy as well. A beautiful tackle from Sanchez.
Yeah.
One of those moments where you just can't believe that you don't manage to get hold of the ball. It's taken well by Laurie. Ituria dodges the tackle, takes the ball about 7 or 8 meters out. Charge from Gomez Sarr this time. Argentinian defense. Oh, they've triggered their reaction too quickly. The ball's come out. And is that a turnover ball? I think Argentina, well, it's come out, played the ball on the ground. Penalty against France. And that'll, I think is that Creevy? Down on the ground.
Right hand.
Vahamahina playing the ball on the ground, but not with his hands, with his shovels.
No shot. Okay, lift up. Yeah, thank you. Keep them.
Well, it's a bit of a problem, the scrum at the moment for Argentina. You wouldn't have thought so, because Mario Ledesma was the Australian scrum coach, wasn't he, working under Michael Cheika. And of course, being a front rower himself, being a hooker, he knows a few tricks of the trade. It's a good driving ball from Argentina. And there's the box kick from Betranu. That was nearly well taken there by the try scorer, Moyano, but it's a knock-on. And another scrum. It's time for Batiseran and his French colleagues. Leapt very high.
Last scrum, too quick from me. Okay. Yeah, for that
couldn't consolidate the ball.
Last scrum of too quick
up against Teddy Thomas.
Thank you. Keep the gap.
Argentina got 2 matches to play before they wrap up their autumn test series. Next weekend they'll be at Murrayfield up against Scotland. They lost against South Africa earlier today. 26-20. Andrew Pollard playing a fantastic game for Springboks. But with Horn scoring one of the tries of the year, I must admit. 2 incredible offloads that led to his try. Gael Fickou. He's just pretty amazing with his dazzling footwork. Cami Lopez out Bastero. Oh, it's good running from Bastero. Bastero's still going. That's a good offload to Gerardo. Teammates at Toulon. They know each other's stride. Cami Lopez, they're going deep. Gael Fickou, need to watch out. Picamol, there's an overlap. They've got an extra player out wide. And Laurie decides not to get the ball out to his winger. And that's out of play. The flag goes up. And I thought Luge was going to get hold of that. Matera goes down. Brilliant running over on that far side from this man here, Bastero, captain at Rugby Club Toulonnais. He's been learning how to hold the ball with one hand, probably from Joshua Tuisova at Toulon. Olympic gold medalist. Yeah, that was possibly the wrong decision there. Put off keeping the ball in hand. Bastero, and then just taking in a line, cutting a diagonal line to avoid the paint. Betranou clears the ball. Uge deciding against the quick line out to Benjamin Fowl. France in possession, enjoying this spell at the moment. With Garrado off the top, Vitoria, Serran, Lopez. Oh, that's beautifully worked. They've split open the defence. They got two players. They got an extra man. Teddy Thomas in the corner, surely, and it is France who score their first try here in Lille, in front of their own public. A beautifully worked try, and the extra man, the overlap outside, sees the racing winger. It was all very quick, but it was Lopez's little pass into the hands of Uge. And then Benjamin Fowl just waiting until Delgoy came towards him. Boffelli, sorry, the fullback. And there's... No, it was in fact Delgoy, and then afterwards he was home and dry. Teddy Thomas scoring France's first 5 points out. 8 points to 10. Entertaining rugby from Les Bleus. Everybody wants to see France produce that champagne rugby, the French flair as they like to call it, something that we haven't seen for a long time. We see it in fits and bursts. We don't really see it flowing like a good old bottle of Magnum on Christmas Eve. Serran looking to make it 2 kicks from 2 and to restore parity for France. Coached by Dimitri Yashvili, the French international. Oh, he's pulled it just wide. Over the years, big fan of Baptiste Serran, now retired of course, Biarritz player. Beautifully worked move between Lopez and Yohan Uge, the winger coming in from the cold. So 8 points for France, 10 for Argentina. Still playing catch up. Picamol. Inside. Stay on. You want Picamol to be carrying the ball a lot more and not just going for the clean outs, and not just going for the
when he lifts
defensive hits. You want him to really get involved in the attacking passages of play, just around the fringes. He's a bringer of chaos basically for any defense, and he stays on his feet. That's exactly what you need when you're up against a feisty team like Argentina or like South Africa. Not the case when you actually look at his stats against South Africa and England. It's just a major contrast. That's a dropped ball, and that's Argentina now just doubting themselves momentarily. Turnover. Girardo. It's the ball out to Laurie. They're going deep. They're getting the backs involved in a big way. This is Benjamin Fowl this time. Serran, Lopez, Gael Fickou with a little kick before he starts to go on a bit of a wander. Still on his feet, finally hits the deck. Serran, Gerardo goes deep. Bastero. Benjamin foul. Oh, his kick just gets blocked there. That's better play. Excellent play by Maestri to get the ball to Bastero. Bastero needs 15 players to basically ground him. Lopez. Oh, it's Gerardo tackled there. The ball's gone forward. Just wondering if there was an offside position from one or two of the Argentinians there when the ball came back out. In any case, Mr. Jackson's the man in charge.
Hey, please come on when I blow. I know. We can't have a rest every time, huh?
Bastero trying to mow down this scrum half, Gonzalo Petrano. 24 years of age, 18 caps. Every player, all 15 starters
Sure you want to
play
keep the
for
game going.
Jaguares. Got a few players who
are
are playing for different clubs. You've got Rodrigo Bruni, who will come on to play his second cap a little bit later on. Plays for La Plata. Mariano Galazzo plays for Bordeaux. And Lucio Sordoni, who plays for Rosario. But beside everybody else plays for Jaguares, the Super Rugby franchise, coached by Gonzalo Quezada.
Can't carry on.
Issues with the settings here between the two packs.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Here we go. That's gone down, and that's a free kick for France this time. Going in too quickly. There you go, that's that gesture there from Mr. Jackson.
Scrum.
Oh, we're going to go for another scrum. So they feel really confident in this set piece. And it doesn't really surprise me. French absolutely love their scrummaging. And as a commentator of the top 14, I can tell you that you get plenty week in, week out for each match that's played.
Sit!
Bati Serran. This time it goes in well. Needs to be hooked. Has been hooked. Goes down. They got the advantage once again. Bati Serran. He's got Bastero. He's got Gael Fickou. Gael Fickou. Oh, he throws a wonderful dummy there. And then everybody stopped for a moment.
Still playing penalty advantage scrum. Angle.
Laurie. Still got the advantage. France coming on strong. This is a purple patch for the men in blue. Gerardo on the ground. They regroup. Gael Fickou. Gael Fickou, little kick. Is that a good move? I'm not too sure. Well, we got a penalty.
Number 3,
Was an option, I suppose. And penalised to Santiago Medrano, the 22-year-old loose head. Sorry, tight head prop. Offside position. Penalty opportunity here for Serran. In front of the sticks, there's Mario Ledesma.
Shot.
Gonzalo Quezada. God, these guys have spent so much time in France. And there's Jacques Brunel. And with Sebastian Bruno and Julien Bonnet. Wonderful player, Gael Fickou, he really is. And just constantly dangerous. He's got 6 tries for Paris this season in 8 matches played. His debut for France as an 18-year-old, having played in the 2012 Under-20 World Cup in South Africa. He was the revelation, 3 tries in 4 matches. And he left Toulon, Saint-Germain, where he was brought up to, he went to Toulouse. And then he scored that world-class try against England. The age of 19, unbelievable. Serran's kick is good, and France take the lead for the very first time. 11 points for Jacques Brunel's side and 10 for Argentina. Nico Sanchez gives the ball back to the home side. Picamol takes the ball despite the hit coming in from Matias Alemano of Cordoba. Serran, kick with the left foot and kick with the right foot. Ambidextrous, which is a fine advantage. He'll be playing with Bastero and Gerardo next season. Then at the RAD, Rugby Club Toulonnais. As the Marseillaise is being sung here in northern France. Line out, won by Argentina. Driving more, going well. Laurie's still in there, trying to get his hands on the ball carrier, but it's there. It's hit the deck, and it's Vahamahina who was doing the magic. And he just prevented Javier Ortega-Desio from getting the ball back to one of his teammates. Bags of experience, Ortega-Desio, 49 caps for the 28-year-old. Del Goy, wearing the number 14 shirt, is the whiz kid, the youngest player in this squad, 21. Crouch! Plenty of 22-year-olds, and in fact, Lucio Sordoni is 20, I think, for the big lock. Oh, that was very smart play from Serran. Gael Fickou. This is well played again by France. Benjamin foul, tackle, dropped the ball, picked it back up again. Serran thought that there might be a good opportunity. That's better from Picamol. This ball coming out to Teddy Thomas. He drops the ball there, and that's going to be a scrum for Argentina. Four and a half minutes to go in the first half. Pipping their opponents by a point at the moment. Another scrum.
Sit! Time off.
And well, I think that Mr. Jackson has an issue. I don't think that nothing's going right in the scrum.
I've asked you, and now I'm going to penalise you. You do not bind too early, okay? And for you, I want you to stay up for me. I'm saying to you, you need to bind properly. You need to fight to stay up. Now it's clear.
There you go. Pretty straightforward for Jefferson, Poirot and Medrano.
Time on. Yeah, come.
They look so peaceful in those positions, don't they? The front rowers.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Oh my word, that could have been very dangerous. How shambolic was that? And again, we have issues.
Hey, please leave. No reason for him to stand up.
But
okay. Back 10. No, it's free kick. Maybe not. Back 10. Back.
Well, he's got his work cut out tonight, Mr. Jackson, hasn't he? Then they've just been penalised just for being a little bit too feisty post-scrum. It was a bit of a shambolic operation, though, I must admit. And Serran has the ball. The 10-metre line. High kick, chased by Teddy Thomas. Taken well by Sanchez, who eloquently takes the ball back down to earth before the brutality arrives with the big men. with a bit of pick and go. Guido Petti.
Use it!
The box kick from Betrano. Argentina, solid possession. He's the captain. Matera.
Release 7!
Mahina told to get out of there. And there's the kick. And they got a chaser as well. Oh, that's very well taken there by Lopez. Doesn't he do well, the Clermont player? Under a lot of pressure from Matias Orlando. Bastero, oh my word, that went forward. A massive hit there coming in on Bastero. He just doesn't even bat an eyelid. Nearly got it right. He was really quick off the mark to come in and smash into him. Look at that hit, boom. Very courageous. You don't normally do that against Bastero, who is like a French TGV. But how about that for good hands from Cami Lopez? That is called pinpoint accuracy. And he manages to outjump Batista Del Goy. Scrum it is for Argentina. We got less than a minute to go before the referee. Oh,
I've told you enough times.
He's getting penalised again, Santiago Medrano. Not getting his bind right. Kick up into the corner. Well, they've got a line out to play before the half-time whistle, and hopefully they'll play it. Got to seize every opportunity here. What a World Cup pool they'll play in next year in Japan. England, France, Argentina, USA and Tonga are the teams that they will in Pool C. Well, it's going to be a scrum, but I think that's the half-time whistle. It doesn't matter. Good work at the breakdown. Half-time scoreline here in Lille.
Your number 3.
France 11, Argentina 10. One try apiece. And a very tight arm wrestle taking place here at the Pierre-Mauroy Stadium in front of what is pretty much a packed-out venue. Nearly 42,000 supporters. Welcome back to the Pierre-Mauroy Stadium in Lille for this France-Argentina test match. The French currently edging ahead of Argentina just a few minutes before half-time, 11 points to 10. And now we've got 40 minutes ahead of us. High-octane rugby played here in front of a full house really, just over 41,000 supporters in northern France. We're away from the Stade de France. France got a good record playing away from home as well. And I think that that's sort of, plays into their advantage because they haven't lost outside of Paris since November 2009. They've beaten Samoa and Toulouse and Italy at the Velodrome Stadium in Marseille. And, well, if they can get a scalp here in Lille tonight, then they'll be very happy. But Argentina, they will have had strong words from Mario Ledesma, the coach, regarding the set piece because, well, they've given away penalties and it's been pretty shambolic in the scrum.
Still half a minute, 30 seconds.
And that's not good enough for the Pumas. Mario Ledesma, Gonzalo Quezada, coaches who are very strict with how they perform in certain areas, well, in all areas if possible, but as it stands, they trail by a point. And their scrum is being decimated each and every occasion. Let's get going then, the second half. France, Argentina here in Lille. Lopez kicks the ball into the hands of the captain, Pablo Matera. Safe hands of Pablo Matera. Nicolas Sanchez clears the ball. Sanchez returning to France, of course, having spent 3 seasons with Bordeaux and then a season with Toulon. And that's been picked up there by Bertranou. Oh, it's a turnover ball, sure. Vahamahina's got his hands on the ball. That's going to be a penalty, logically. Oh, that's a blatant penalty for France. Vahamahina, I think Mr. Jackson just on the wrong side of the ruck. Came around the one side. And I think that he realised that the ball was being held by Vahamahina and the Argentinian Bertranou. Lopez kicks for the corner. He will go for a driving line out. That's gone out in the 22. Good kick there from the Clermont player, who really has had a horrible couple of years. Just so many injuries. Just came back playing about 4 weeks ago after rupturing his Achilles heel. Morgan Power, of course, one of the other players who was in the French team. An injury has saw him return to his club. Bit of a shame. Love Morgan Power, great player. Here's Baptiste Serran, but Serran's, oh, that's a wonderful little pass into the hands of Huget. Good tackle there, coming in from the Argentinian centre, De La Fuente, and a penalty going against Huget for holding the ball on the ground. A couple of little errors slipping into Huget's game. He gets the call up to play for the national team. He's been very active, don't get me wrong, but these little errors, they will be noted. That was a beautiful inside pass there to Huget. But there he is. I mean, he needs support player as well. You can't really blame him. Huget, 51 caps for the 31-year-old. Well taken by Argentina with Creevy at the back. Gerardo coming in around the side, needs to get out of there. Bertranou. Oh, beautifully taken there by Moyano. Wonderful player, he's outshining Delgay.
Release!
His winger on the other side, Sanchez. It's a good little pass that is from De La Fuente to Orlando.
No hands!
Into the hands of Thomas Lavanini.
Hands off!
Former Racing player.
Advantage. No clear release.
He's got a penalty. Good hit from Maestri. Argentina have the advantage. Moyano. Into the 22 they go. Bertranou, Sanchez. Big man getting involved there as well, Alemano.
No clear release. Here! Number 1, no clear
Teasing,
release.
darting run there from Bertranou. And they'll probably go for the stick. Sanchez with a pretty straightforward effort there. Poorly timed jump there from Teddy Thomas. Great work from Moyano. Argentina looking to move ahead once again. 13-11. If Sanchez can convert this one. 2 from 2. Sanchez does the business, not a problem there. In time for Slimani to come on, I believe. On the Stade Francais now with Clermont for the past 3 seasons. And one of the...
Yeah, I thought you were part of the tackle. I call hands off.
Most regarded tight head props in the business in France. Places Gomez Sarr.
Time on.
Originally from the Paris region. Argentina 13, France 11. Bertrand to Creevy. Bertrand with the box kick. Now he'll give the ball. There he is. Kicking the ball high. Little guy coming up and he nearly had the ball, but it's good hands there from Benjamin Fald. He did very well. A little bit stronger than his opposite number. And the charge coming from Vahamahina. Guillaume Garrado teasing the defence. Will I pass? Will I pass? No, I won't. Bati Serran. Vahamahina.
Tackle, hand off! Don't trap him.
It's Mr. Jackson picking out the fact that players are purposely trapped, claiming the penalty. Stopping them from rolling out of the tackle, of course. Well taken there by Emiliano Boffelli. And the 23-year-old, 22nd cap for Argentina.
Hands off!
Pegged back deep in their own half, Argentina, but with a little advantage here in terms of the scoreline. Another box kick from Bertrand. Valeturia. Play on, says Mr. Jackson. Finally it's taken, they got the advantage. Well, the ball got knocked forward, so Laurie still going on a rampaging run there. Serran. Well, they're coming up very quickly. Gael Fickou. Ooh, he's off on a run. This is great running, Gael Fickou. This is what he's been doing in the top 14, and he gets a long pass out. That's an easy 5-pointer there. Teddy Thomas scores try number 2. Beautiful run, a scything run there from Gael Fickou, and a beautiful long pass out to the right. That was made by Fickou, who most definitely deserves his place in this starting 15. Look at that, beautiful running, good, sharp steps, quick steps. Saw that the Argentinian defence were closing in on him. And it was at that point that he saw his teammate out wide, Teddy Thomas. When they play against each other in the Paris derby, it's not a friendly affair, but when they're wearing the blue shirt for France, it's all good, and a fine score indeed for France. France take the lead once again. Bati Serran looking to try and give them a 5-point lead. It looks pretty good, it's coming around, that is perfectly executed, and a wonderful effort there from the Bordeaux number 9. And indeed, they take a 5-point lead now over Argentina here at the Pierre-Mauroy Stadium. Totally deserved. 30 minutes remaining. An interesting battle between these two nations. Argentina ranked one place behind France in the World Rugby rankings. 10th and 9th positions. Argentina on the attack. De La Fuente trying to get past the gain line. Charge coming in from Lavanini. 130 kilos of Argentinian Bifa de Lobo. Petty takes the ball forward. Argentina out to enter enemy territory. Creevy, it's good passing, good hands here. Here's the captain, Matera. And the front row is getting involved as well with Medrano and Garcia Botta. Oh, off the head, and they've stolen the ball.
2 knocks, personal tackle by Blue.
But the first knock on
Little hand in the tackle.
comes from French player, so it's going to be a scrum for Argentina. I don't think that's really that favourable for them.
Understand what I want, please. Okay, thank you. Good scrums here.
Yeah, it's an Argentinian scrum, so let's see what they can do here.
Crouch!
¡Más presión!
Bind!
Too much pressure!
Problems in the first half, seeping into the second in the set piece.
Hey, guys. Hold, so I can see. Don't move back. Don't pull in again.
Argentina have been penalised numerous times in the set piece. Need to get it right. Binding hasn't been great. We've got Slimani who's replaced Gomez. They need to get that ball out. It's been hooked. They need to get that out as quickly as possible. Serran's all over it like a bad rash. And this is good play from France. But Argentina somehow consolidate possession. And I wouldn't say that was a scrum that was won. I think it was they managed to scramble and desperately hold on to the ball. A little bit of luck as well, because the ball got knocked into their half as they move forward into enemy territory finally. Sanchez, that's a good strong tackle there coming in from Arturo Turia, one of the young future stars of French rugby. That is wonderful play at the breakdown from Loré. No one challenged him. He was left to his own devices. Not the first time we've seen him with a bloody nose, I can tell you that. He works so hard at the breakdown. And I'm afraid that
Time off.
when you look at Alemano and Petty at the breakdown, well, this man here has been getting into all sorts of bad positions. He puts his head in places that other people's dare not to. So, yeah, you can most definitely guarantee that.
I don't even have to explain, but what I'm saying is
he is
and fell down.
prolific at his job at the breakdown there. And there was no way he was letting go of that.
Holding on.
Penalty for France. They'll clear their lines logically as we get ready for another change. Juan Pablo Zais for Los Matreros player about to come on. Fans can be quite content with what's happening here for the moment. So I think that Garcia Botta is going to come off. Now, can he steady the set piece? Well, let's forget about that for the moment. We've got a line out, Guirado. This is logically going to be won by the French. Vitoria goes up for it, takes it without any kind of a challenge. 14 minutes into the second half, got a 5-point lead for Les Bleus. Jacques Brunel's men doing the job so far. Guirado with the ball at the back. He's coming from the side there, the captain. Surely that's a penalty. Her hands all over the ball. No, Mr. Jackson's not too worried about that. A big gap there over on that left-hand side. Aturia getting snagged. Didn't really know. Got caught in the headlights, basically. Slimani. Picamol. Picks the ball up again, and that's really good play from Picamol. Now he needs some support. Serran. Well, he had a double go at that. If you release the ball and you pick it back up, it's not a problem. Lopez with the drop goal, and it's gone wide. Idea was good. Got a 22. We've seen him win so many games over the years. Cami Lopez. With executing those fine drop goals. Just pulled it a little bit wide on that occasion. Former Bordeaux-Bègles player. Perpignan as well. Joining Clermont in 2014. 5th season for the Yellow Army. Oh, he's off again. This is better from Picamol. Picamol really is showing that he is a leader on the pitch. And that's a good ball over the top as well. Oh, the Butterfingers, it went backwards. No, Mr. Jackson says it went forwards. The fans will, of course, claim that it didn't go forward.
We have Auker done. Okay, thank you. Time off.
Well, it took a dirty tackle from Augustin Creevy to bring down Picamol.
That was he behind there.
And this is not good. Guirado's down on the ground. Captain.
Yeah.
Hit coming in on the lower back. Camille Chav, Racing Metro on the bench. It's a bit sore, but hopefully he'll continue to play on. There's Camille Chav. Young prop, hooker, sorry, 22 years of age, already got 15 caps. Brilliant player, really is. Very mobile. Really plays like an extra back row forward at the breakdown. Makes turnovers, carries the ball forward. Very dynamic, very explosive. Here's the attack. Oh, there's a bit of a fumble. The ball's been kicked forward, but it came off a French player.
Knock on tackle. Yeah. Excellent.
Slimani getting the thumbs up from Mr. Jackson. Argentina still trailing, still very much in this battle, in this fight. That's a better scrum from Argentina, and the ball comes out. Using the backs there. That ball's gone knocked forward by Gael Ficou. Oh, Nico Sanchez has made the break. Little kick over the top. There's a race for it. There's a big battle. Delroy's trying to get his hands to it. He knocks the ball forward. And that's going to be a scrum 5 for France. Grounded finally by Orlando. But that was so close. It was the Ramiro Moyano. So close in grounding that. Couldn't really control it. But look at that break from the future Stade Francais fly half. And there was contact there coming in from Camille Lopez on Delgoy. Look at that. And we saw it all. French under a bit of pressure here, and the change is about to happen. Serran feeds the ball into the scrum. Pick 'em all at the back.
Ball's out!
The ball's out. You need to take it. Pick 'em all.
Tackle! Stay on.
Did exceptionally well. King Louis Piquemol, as he's known. Bati Serran with the clearance kick. And it's a very good kick indeed. That's a beautiful kick. At least up to towards the 10-meter line. Not far away. He claims that it was a little bit further, but all kickers in their own 22 do.
Time off.
Changes for Argentina. Well, we've got Lozano who's coming on. Is that Montoya? So Lavanini replaced by Galaza. And Lozano replaces Pitti. And I think Creevy has been, yeah, Creevy replaced by Montoya. Montoya with a strong, firm tackle there on Beltranu. Argentina burrowing holes into this French defence.
Stay up!
Another charge, this time from Galazzo, just come on. 32-year-old lock. Piquemold's got his hands on the ball, that's going to be, no, it's nearly a penalty. And Beltranu changes sides. Kale Fiku doing really well on Ortega Desio. And that's a turnover ball. Bastero's there. Ball got knocked forward there by the Frenchman. And the outside centre. Disappointed that happened. He'd done all of the hard work.
Time off.
So we'll look at this again. Fiku and Houget, double hit on the big number 8. He hits the deck. Let's have a look what happens next. Oh, Danny Priso coming on to replace Poirot. He's a unit, to say the least. The La Rochelle Lucid.
Oh, sorry. Knock on 13.
Jefferson Poirot making way for the final 20 minutes. Of course, the new World Rugby rules allows front rowers to come on and go off as often as they like now. There's so many injuries and so many situations regarding yellow cards, etc. for penalised scrums. Well, this is a bit messy here, but Argentina have the ball. Montoya takes it forward. 50th cap for Montoya. Captain takes the ball forward. Matera. Beltranu. High kick into the 22. A lot of pressure on Benjamin Fowl. Fowl takes it very well. That was beautifully secured there by the Montpellier man. Well, it's a lifesaver, isn't it? They're so difficult, those high kicks. You see everybody chasing towards you. You've got to be so focused and so clean, and at the same time, you don't really want to make a bat an eyelid. You can't look forward, see who's coming at you. You just got to really focus on the ball and make sure that you climb high. Line out one by Argentina, Medrano, 22-year-old. The player with the least amount of caps for the Pumas, just 9.
Winger on!
Well, this time,
knock on blue, white.
Knock on from Argentina. Lopez with the high kick. It's taken well by the fullback Boffelli. Boffelli on a nice little run, gets past Bastero. Argentina going forward now. What can they produce? A sweeping move. This is beautiful hands here from Argentina. And there's the offload once again into the hands of Petranu. Argentina pushing forward into enemy territory in a big way. Here they go again. And the ball finds Thomas Lozano. Argentina looking very dangerous. There's a penalty for France. Bastero is all over it. And he wins the ball back. Jackling like a maestro there to steal the ball out of the Pumas' hands and give France a little bit of air to breathe. Wow. Fine sweeping move from Argentina there, I must admit.
Time off. Yeah.
And Emiliano Boffelli paying the price for that fine run out of his own half.
Substitution for Argentina.
It's to look at this again. Sorry, it's with Moyano, isn't it? Oof, yeah, that's the big hit that came in from Teddy Thomas and Picamol.
Time on, holding on, penalty.
Matthias Moroni comes on to replace him. 27 years of age, 39th match for Argentina.
Yours, line. Yours.
$16 minutes to go. Kim Garado shrugging off that hit to the lower back, not a problem. Mike, Jan Maestri, another Stade Francais player, and Baptiste Serran with the box kick. He's got chasers, Huget goes up for it, and he takes it as well.
Release!
Oh, that's very well played by Teddy Thomas and Benjamin Fowler. Was that a tackle on Gael Fickou without the ball? I wonder if Mr. Davis, the linesman, will talk to
Time's off. Time's off.
the referee.
Just an early tackle from White, penalty only.
Penalty only, okay.
Just a
Early
penalty.
tackle, penalty only, back 10. Early tackle.
Teddy Thomas with a bit of cramp.
Tackle early without the ball, back 10. Time on. Yeah, all right, foul.
Teddy Thomas receiving a bit of treatment. Cami Lopez will indeed kick for the corner. Gael Fickou tackle without the ball. That was the kick. I thought that it was not a good kick, but in fact, pretty good. A little bit of a fumble there, wasn't there? Let's have a look. Did he knock the ball on? No, it came off his foot, in fact. Benjamin Fowl. There he is, Gael Fickou getting a manhandle before he'd even got his hands on the ball. Bahamahina, Imperious in the air. And Louis Picamol, they got the advantage. They need to get the ball out deep. That's Bastero punching holes in the defence. Oh, he's off his feet there, the captain, Matera. They got a penalty if they want it, and 3 points will give them an 8-point lead. And I think that they might want to take this. Gael Fickou, unless this man can produce something a little bit special, we're going to go back to the penalty. And it's a straightforward 3 points. I don't think Serran's going to do anything sneaky.
15.
Good at his quick tap penalties, mind.
Tackle early.
But no one really is rushing over there to assist his manoeuvre. So Mr. Jackson points directly to the posts. And this will be Serran to make a break.
Under 15.
Really control the ball. You can see that Bastero sort of, clamping down on it like an oyster out of the water. Serrano started goal kicking with his grandfather at the age of 6. Kicking with both feet. So that was the only way he could do it. Now he can kick with his left or his right. Prefers his right, and it's a beauty as well. 21-13, and France have an 8-point lead, and the fans look fairly content. Argentina not in a brilliant place at the moment. And there's Mathieu Babio, who's come on. A couple of changes here. 21-13 for France. Long kick into Argentinian territory. Sanchez. Picamol goes off for Babio. Babio, the Castra French champion, of course. Having beaten Montpellier in the final. Bruni comes on to replace Ortega Desio. Bruni with his second cap. Work at the breakdown once again. Slimani doing the business. Double tackle on Sanchez. And afterwards, just see the work that they're doing. Slimani around the neck, a bit of a noose tackle, but afterwards the ball's not coming out. Maxime Medard, quite disappointing for him. Former teammates at Toulouse, now of course playing in Montpellier.
Hey, 9.
Maxime Medard staying down in Toulouse.
Good feed. Just stay square. Crouch! Fine! Sit!
Serran feeds the ball in, the knees have gone down. Now it's all good. Serran out to Cami Lopez. Out to Gelficker. Gelficker with a little kick into the corner. Teddy Thomas. They're going to try and scoop that up, and it's been monitored. It's going to be a line out for Argentina. Followed there by Delgoy. And now as bags are swinging. All good.
Go on the mark. The mark. Here, move down. Move. Here. Stay 2. Wait. Over.
Off the top. Oh, it's Gerardo! How easy is that? And that's an important try, isn't it? They just gave the ball to the captain, and all he had to do was dance over the line. An easy 5-pointer. And now France have really taken control of this game. 26 points to 13. And they got the chance to get 2 more points. Look at that. Oh, spillage from Thomas Lizana, who's only just come on.
Thank you.
And those kind of mistakes will give you nightmares in a big way. 24-year-old tries don't come easier than that, really. Who's come on? 28-13. 2 tries, 2 conversions. Will put them a point down from France, so there's a lot of work to do in the last 8 minutes for the Pumas. This could be the morale-boosting victory that France are after, that they've been seeking for a long time. And that run of 5 defeats on the trot should come to an end if they can hold on. And again, good work by Gerardo, Danny Priso. Scrum will use up an extra couple of minutes now. Sordoni replaces the tight head Medrano.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Not very stable, that scrum. I want to get that out quickly. Serran does exactly that. Lopez out to Fiku. Fiku does the little kick. And Benjamin Fowl just slipping. Baptiste Serran, Lopez, Bahar Mahina. Looks down one player. Bastero, lovely little grubber. Can he keep that ball in play? Well, he does. Kind of, Uge. The idea was good. These are the kind of attacking phases of play that you really want to produce. If that was not so hard, a little bit lighter, it would have been a lot easier for his teammates to keep that ball in play. We've got changes. Camille Chat replaces Gerardo. Lopez being replaced by Anthony Bello. Baptiste Serran going off as well for Antoine Dupont. Tidied up there at the back by Delgoy.
Still playing advantage to the knock.
Gabriel replacing Maestri as well. No advantage.
Knock on.
I think they'll get a lot of credit from this performance from French press. They've been very cruel, very hard hitting with the French. But the fact that they played 3 test matches in New Zealand, lost all 3 of them, but showed some interesting signs of the rugby that we used to see in yesteryear. But I want to talk about French rugby, you talk about Serge Blanco, Philippe Sella, and then even further back with Jean-Pierre Yves and, you know, all of the wonderful players. Chambeau, all of those wonderful players. Fantastic scrum. This is Babio has the ball, gets the ball out, a little chip through, a little dink, and that's putting pressure on the Argentinian defence. Lovely little kick through there from Dupont. Argentina on the back foot, deep in their own 22. Captain takes the ball forward, Matero. France have been heavily criticised because they haven't managed to kill off matches. Well, this is their chance. Danny Priso loses the ball in contact. Big, strong player, the La Rochelle loose head.
9.
Less than 5 minutes to go. Vetrano comes off. Kubeli comes on to replace him.
Come on. Over.
Montoya. And Argentina get themselves another score. Or is this all about the good work from the French defence? Sanchez, change of direction. Nice little piece of play. He hasn't really had much ball, has he? The shining star of Argentinian rugby, the 21-year-old Bautista Del Goy, the winger there. He's an amazing talent, but he just hasn't had space, hasn't had possession, hasn't been given those scoring opportunities that he's capable of doing. It's the ball into the body of Uge. It's tackled there by Ituria. They do win the line-out. Oh, well won. Excellent play by Ituria, the Clermont man. Here they go on the attack. Bastereau. Ooh, they're up quick on Bastereau. Needs to get the ball back. He's still going. Shrugs off the one challenge, but runs into trouble. There are Pumas everywhere. Going for the jugular. Well, that's a turnover ball.
Off the shoulder. Play on.
Well, the captain kicks the ball away. Now it's picked up here by Antoine Dupont. Dupont. He's a real threat, he is. This is good play. Ituria, kick through, and there are lots of blue shirts chasing that. Luckily, Buffelli is there to secure the back line. Kubeli this time. Bastereau receiving treatment. They got a back on his feet now. Kubeli, Sanchez. Shacking him really quickly there. Into offside. It's most definitely offside. And Sanchez finds touch. And there's going to be a line out for Argentina. Time's running out for them to produce a comeback victory. In the same way that South Africa spoiled La Fête Française at the Stade de France last Saturday. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. France, who will take on Fiji next weekend, may have a big crowd to get behind them if they can hold on and win this match. 2 wins out of the 3. That's pretty good. That's what they're after. And even though a lot of the players still think that they'll be criticised if they win 2 of their 3 test matches this autumn, it's still a work in progress. Everybody knows that. But the players that Jack Brunel's bringing into this squad, just like Mario Ledesma for Argentina, are young players. The Artur Ituria, I mean, he's a fantastic player, and he's just showing, he's maturing match by match. Just 5 games, 24 years of age, he's playing like a veteran. Teddy Thomas, 25, 15 matches now. And then you've got Gael Fickley, 24, playing his 40th match. Bati Seren's only 24. And then Gomez Sarr at 25, Poirot at 26. And on the bench, well, a few youngsters there with Babio. Shah, the hooker on the pitch at the moment, just 22. Bello, Dupont, both 22. Bright future this French team. Mario Ledesma already focusing on the youth. These matches are really important in the way that you prepare for your World Cup. Japan next year is going to be massive. Looking forward to that. These matches are vital as well for both teams. Well, that's going to be a penalty, I think, for France, but Dupont is on a bit of a run here. Just gets snagged by Kubeli as opposite number. Babio takes the ball up towards the halfway line. The 80 minutes are all done and dusted. The ball's kicked out, and France have won their first match of this autumn test series, beating Argentina 28 points to 13. A convincing victory. The moment that they got themselves ahead was the moment that they took and seized control of this clash, and they find themselves relieved and not suffering like they were last week.